Texas hits an all-time high of 5,000 confirmed coronavirus cases. Crowds outside the Wisconsin state capitol tore down two statues and attacked a state senator, and the City of Dallas hospital capacity report. Today is June 25th, 2020, and this is Dallas Weekly News. Hello, I'm your host, Deontay Toombs, and this is Dallas Weekly News. Rapidly worsening coronavirus numbers in Texas reached bleak new milestones on Tuesday, as the state surpassed 5,000 new cases in a single day for the first time, and hospitalizations again hit record numbers. Republican Governor Greg Abbott stressed that the public comprehend the magnitude of the challenge ahead, and in a first since Texas lifted lockdown orders in May, empowered cities and counties to immediately put tighter restrictions on larger gatherings. The move reflected a more urgent tone Abbott is now taking after previously asserting that Texas' rising numbers raised concerns, but not alarms. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, told lawmakers in Washington on Tuesday that the next couple of weeks are going to be critical in Texas and other states that are trying to curtail an alarming spike in new cases. It was only last weekend that Texas surpassed 4,000 cases in a single day for the first time. On Tuesday, the record shot up to more than 5,400 new cases, and although Texas is testing more people, the rate of people testing positive inched closer to 10%, the highest it's been since mid-April when Texas was still under stay-at-home orders. Abbott says shutting down the economy again is a last resort. He is now emphasizing face coverings more strenuously than at any point during the pandemic, but continues to resist calls from cities, business groups, and teachers to make masks mandatory. Public health officials have to say that the governor can preach the benefits of wearing a mask all he wants, but as long as he continues to dodge responsibility for issuing a mask order, some school officials won't require them, and health risks for schools and students alike will rise. Crowds outside the Wisconsin state capitol tore down two statues, attacked a state senator, and threw a Molotov cocktail into the government building amid protests, following the arrest of a black man who shouted at a restaurant customer through a megaphone while carrying a baseball bat. Officers inside the capitol used pepper spray to repel the protesters who were trying to gain entry into the historic center of the state government. Governor Tony Evers on Wednesday said he was prepared to activate the Wisconsin National Guard to protect the state's properties. The violence started Tuesday after Madison police arrested a protester who came to a restaurant across the street from the Capitol. Sources say that the protester had a bat on his shoulder. Video released by Madison police shows the man, Devon Johnson, talking through a megaphone while walking around the restaurant's outdoor patio. On another video released by the police, as many as 5 officers can be seen taking Johnson to the sidewalk and carrying him to a police squad car after he resisted arrest. Police said that the man briefly escaped from the squad car before being tackled. Police said on Tuesday night, a group of 200 to 300 people gathered and entered a private condominium building where they surrounded a tow truck, forcing the driver to abandon it. The crowd then broke windows in multiple buildings, threw Molotov cocktails into city-county buildings as well, and brought down the statues on the grounds of the Capitol. Protesters chanting for Johnson's release also broke glass at the Tommy Thompson Center and smashed windows and lights at the Capitol itself. One of the statues toppled, decapitated, and dragged into the lake about half a mile away. The base of the statue was defaced with graffiti on Wednesday that read, "Fire Matt Kinney," a reference to a white Madison police officer who shot and killed a 19-year-old black man in 2015. The other statue taken down represents Wisconsin's motto of "Forward." The statue has been vandalized in past protests with paint thrown on it and graffiti sprayed and on around it. The destruction followed similar unrest nationwide following Floyd's death, but in other cities, statues of Confederate soldiers and other symbols of slavery were destroyed. Protester Ebony Anderson Carter told the Wisconsin State Journal that the destruction was spurred in part by the state and local officials ignoring calls for change. And now, the City of Dallas Hospital Capacity Report. This has been Dallas Weekly News for June 25th, 2020. Find these and more stories on dallasweekly.com. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I've been your host, Deontay Toombs. Stay home and stay safe.